What's going on, guys? It's Trav, and on today's how-to video, we're going to be cleaning a bait casting reel. So, this one's a little bit more complicated than the other reels we have done in our other videos, but we're going to do it anyways. So, you're going to need a screwdriver. Again, I use kind of a multi-tool one. So, there's a bunch of little bitty screws all through here that we actually have to take apart. So, let's just go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew the bearing here. So I take that cap off. Then I'm going to take this part off the handle. There we go. Got that part off there. Perfect. It's also handy to have a pair of pliers with you for this part right here. It don't require too much, but a nice little give will make it a lot easier for you. So take that washer off. Take it aside. Sit down. You got the handle. You got this little bitty plate right here. Kind of make sure you keep that with the handle, that way you don't lose it. And then this little part right here actually just spins off. So just take it, unscrew it. There we go. That's off. There's a bunch of little washers in there. There's actually like 3 of them, I believe. So kind of set those aside with that. That way you don't lose them. Alright, now we got all that taken off. So we can start after dismantle. So there's a bunch of little screws right through here. Kind of take a screwdriver. Alright guys, so make sure you look all over. There's always a bunch of little screws. This one, in the case of this reel, and every Baitcaster is different, it had 3 out here on the outside, it had 1 right here on the inside. The next thing we need to do is take the little spin off. So I'm going to switch over to this little thing, pull this off. Okay. Got that off. Kind of set it aside. Then all you got to do, slide this off. And then bam, you now got access to the inside of this. And likewise, you can take this side off and have access to over there. Alright guys, so we now got the reel open. Again guys, I like to use WD-40 so when I clean reels, again, lube is okay or anything like that. WD-40 is just easier to me. So just take it. You can see all the little gears up in there. So just kind of take the WD-40 or whatever you use. Just kind of spray it around those things. Hit all those fine points. We got that side done. I'm going to come over here. Just kind of spray a little bit around the gears here. Perfect. So, I kind of got all that sprayed in there. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and replace the cover on this side. Kind of slide that in there and snap it back in. Kind of wash this WD-40 off me because it's kind of running everywhere. But alright, so we got all that sprayed in there. I'm going to go ahead and replace this side too. It just kind of snaps back in. So I got all that done. I'm going to go ahead and take this WD-40 in, just kind of spray it right up inside there a little bit. So just kind of shake it down in there a little bit. Work it all in. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do now, so I'm going to go ahead and put these screws back in. I'm going to put the spindle back in first. So take that spindle, slide it in. Alright, got the spindle back in. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw my screws back in there. Alright guys, so we put all the screws back in. I'm going to kind of take my towel and kind of wipe off the outside just a little bit because it's WD-40 everywhere. And it's getting all over my hands. So, got all that cleaned up. Set that aside. Now we're going to kind of put everything back together. You got your 3 washers that you had on there. Make sure you slide those back on. You got your little metal plate. Make sure that goes on first. Take your handle, slide on. Make sure you've got that washer that we had before. Kind of tighten that back on there. I'm going to go ahead and take my pliers and just make sure that's snug. And then we're going to put the little cap back on. So put it on. Got to get a screw. Tighten that back on there. Perfect. I'm going to put our little gear cover back on. Got everything back on here, guys. It is flowing super smooth at this point. Nice and clean. I think we got it all back in working order. So that is how to clean a bait casting reel. Kind of a quick method to it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you drop a subscribe down below. And until next time, guys, keep it real.